We have two selves in the world at any given time now. We have the physical self, our flesh and blood, our voice, our presence in the world, which extends beyond our bodies but lives in this physical space. There's this other space we started out calling cyberspace a long time ago, but it's a real thing. It's a data space.
We are, as people, quite often data illiterate. We don't realise the impact of what data has on our lives, we don't realise what we're giving away, and we don't realise the mechanisms that will enable us to re-empower ourselves in this environment.
Security and privacy, they are issues, people do care about them, and we should address them.
I think unfortunately at the minute we make people aware of their personal data when terrible things happen.
It's going to take personal experiences of falling over, some kind of truly horrific experience before people actually feel that they are compelled to be educated about this.
And I think there's two pieces of data people feel very strongly about. One is healthcare and the other one is banking. So if you touch those two areas, the reaction is extremely strong because they feel that it sort of touches something that they should be in complete control of.
The internet is man-made, and everything you put online is recoverable. There are world-class security experts, but there are still people who are stealing money from bank accounts.
As technologists, we have a duty to try to explain these things to people and to try to get across, find ways to make it real and make it make sense. And we need more examples and better education.
We need to create a more informed debate about data, especially the value of data, and the value of data as individuals and the value of data aggregated.
Right now there's more talk than ever about owning your own data, because there are so many companies out there that are gathering data about us that we don't own it all, we don't control it all.
So if you're trying to manage your own data, one of the problems with this is you don't necessarily know what data you're giving to other people. So lacking information and lacking in any way of finding out that information.
So I actually want it to be in the hands of agencies that are going to do good with that can maybe use my data in comparison to millions of other people's data to find trends or to find specifics about me. So yeah, we need it to be out there in order to make it work. And that's where the tension comes in, because as soon as I agree for it to be out there and allow it to be worked on, it's a bit like having that house party when I was 17 and said, everybody's welcome. Well, they were, until it got a bit out of hand, and you know where that story goes.
I think that there are very few people who are willing to sacrifice as much as it would actually take to not be monitored and surveilled at all.
We need to move the debate beyond a discussion about what it could be in a commercial realm into activity in the ordinary domestic realm.
I think we should be educating people about data through building partnerships with the companies who are involved in selling those products.
I think we already have a middleman for open data in the institution that's been recently created, the Open Data Institute, co-founded by Sir Tim Berners-Lee and Gavin Starks, and there's some fantastic people there that have created an accreditation system.
What's going to happen in the long run is that people will have control over their personal data because they'll know better what to do with it, and the tools will exist for them to do more with it, with that data, than these other companies could. It's just like it was with personal computing.
And we need to kind of mobilize a world task force of geeks who like making stuff.
I don't think we need technology businesses to sit there and vouch for people's data. That seems to me an old way of doing things. I think an open source approach with 5-star accreditation from the ODI seems a good way forward.
the trap not to fall in is the trap of fear right now. And we're at a high point of fear, thanks to Edward Snowden, thanks to discovering what the NSA in the US has been doing and the GHQ here has been doing.
If you go and build a sneaky feature into a device and you decide not to tell the user, you decide to kind of break the law a bit, certainly in data protection terms, there's a real risk that it'll get found out.
This is a power we can use for good or evil, and probably both. But it's present in the world now, and we have to figure out how to use it.